taking all your phone holders and licking them.
Hey! Don't say things like that.
You're so nice.
But yes, I've yet to find the best phone holder for recording. So, okay, what do you want to ask me?
Hi guys, I'm with Chris here, my Taiko.
Hello.
Yeah, for those of you who haven't subscribed to Chris's channel, please do subscribe. I think we're gonna break 10,000.
We're gonna break 10,000. Yes. today we're gonna break 10,000.
Okay, so we're in the new Corolla. Okay, and it rides like a freaking European car.
It really does.
It's so quiet, so solid inside here. I haven't managed to fiddle with everything yet. We're on our way to Genting, but Chris just got back from Tokyo Motor Show. I mean, about a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
We haven't been able to see each other.
Yeah, man.
After that,
Miss you.
So I think I forgot who was it that said that Toyota literally emptied all their new tech stuffs in Tokyo Motor Show, right?
Yes, they did. It was a tour de force of what they got. Actually, the first thing I should mention is that they didn't have any cars that you could buy today, tomorrow, or the day after, or even next year.
So it's all the crazy high-tech stuff.
It was all... There goes my phone holder. It was all their future tech, basically. Everything that they're planning to do in terms of the future, insofar as sustainable mobility is concerned, insofar as mobility for the masses is concerned, it all boiled back to the fact that when Toyota first started in the 30s in a Japan that we would not recognize today, they went into textiles because Kiichiro Toyoda said, build things or create things that people need, not what they want. So human need, food, shelter, clothing.
Okay.
So that's why they went into textiles. So they started doing, making materials, textiles, things that people would require for daily life.
So their background was textile, right?
Absolutely, yes.
And Mazda's background was doing cork. The cork.
Cork? Sorry.
C-O-R-K, cork.
Okay.
Interesting.
Yes.
So what did you see in Japan?
At the Tokyo Motor Show?
Can you roughly point out a few things that Toyota put up on display?
Okay.
There.
Akio Toyoda is very adamant about moving Toyota from merely being a car company to a mobility solutions company. Okay.
Nice.
And that is why they didn't have any cars at their pavilion at Tokyo Motor Show that you could go tomorrow and buy at one of their showrooms. Everything there was on their future tech. Things like the APM, which is an all-people kind of mover, which is autonomous.
Okay.
It can go from different places to different places, just ferrying people along. It's based on their theory of the last 1 mile. It's called the last 1 mile. So basically you can take public transport everywhere, trains and all that. But that last 1 mile from the station to your house, for older people, it might not be that easy for them to walk a mile.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
So this thing will actually take them home and then go back to the port of Korn.
What's the maximum capacity of that?
It was like 8 people.
Okay.
Or maybe 4 in a wheelchair. So it's also wheelchair accessible. And speaking of wheelchairs, they even have the technology now where you can clip something onto a wheelchair and it will pull you along instead of you having to push the wheelchair, because that's difficult even for people who have strong arms. After a while it gets tiring, right? So it actually pulls you or pushes you along in a safe manner.
I've seen those people, you know, those what do you call that? The thing that they step on top. And then
the Segway.
The Segway is a big one, right? The small ones that
the
China
smaller one, yes. The ones that catch fire in your living room. Be careful.
I see people sit on wheelchair, put that thing on their feet, and the thing pulls the whole wheelchair along.
Yes, that's the one. Things like that. So that's what they're doing. Remember, it's not about cars anymore. It's about mobility solutions.
But did they showcase the new Mirai?
Yes, they did.
Beautiful.
It is beautiful. It's gone completely away from the current what you remember of the
Yes. Cars should look, right?
Yep. And you know why? Because they want beautiful ones. Sorry. Because they want the cars to not look so much like electric cars. And although the Mirai is a fuel cell, don't make it look like a... Why must it look so different from a normal car? So that's why the new Mirai it looks like a Lexus. It looks gorgeous.
You make your car sexy.
Yes.
Then when the parents buy them, the kids will feel that, well, cars are a sexy thing.
Yes,
I read something along the line that why youngsters in Japan now are no longer interested in cars is because for a good whole 2 decades, they have been bombarded by all those mini fridges.
Yes.
The K cars.
Yeah.
You know, those are rather emasculating. Right?
Yeah.
You don't feel your batang strong and hard when you sit in one of those little fridges, right?
It's like basically a box on wheels lah.
Yeah.
Oh, Corolla SE. Hey, we're in a Corolla. Let's go next to him, give him a thumbs up. Yeah.
I remember the ad for this. The man and the woman are fighting for the keys to drive the car.
This car will just go on forever. Just go on forever.
Actually, that day I answered a viewer from my channel. Bobby, is there a car brand or car that I can walk into the showroom and buy, and I will not have any worry or any little thing kacauing me for the next 5 years or 6 years?
Okay.
Say, buy a Toyota.
That was your immediate response, right?
Buy a Toyota, or if you are richer, buy a Lexus. That's it. That's it. Every car is mass produced.
Yep.
And they know in mass production they might have a little bit of glitches here and there, and hence they give you a warranty.
Yes, that's right. Yeah.
But if you don't want even the smallest little thing to kacau you, just buy a Toyota.
Just buy a Toyota.
Yeah,
really. And Toyota built that reputation of reliability on cars like that Corolla SE that we just went by just now. And before that, the KE70, which are still running today.
Yeah.
I mean, if you think about it, it's crazy, you know.
Yeah. And did they show any fuel cell stuff apart from the Mirai? Any other things that are fuel cell?
Is that a Camry?
Yeah.
New Camry. We were just talking about the new Camry just now.
Yeah.
And look at it compared to the Merc next to it. Look at that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's comparable, you know, in terms of size, in terms of design and styling.
And the 5 Series.
And the 5 Series going next to it as well. So yeah, to say Japan has caught up with the Europeans is a bit of a misnomer. I think they are maybe leading.
Actually, I always think that in terms of outright capability of a company, right? Toyota is ahead of everybody. It's just that they have this concept of they want their cars to serve the needs first of the people.
That's right.
And not treat their customers like guinea pigs.
Yeah,
right.
As a test bed.
They won't use their customers.
No, never. They will get it right first.
Very different from the European car makers. They always ask the European car makers always ask their suppliers, what's the newest? What's the newest thing for me to market? And they want to be the first. They want to be the forerunners.
Of that technology.
But Toyota will not do it. Because
C124. Still, look at that, man. Still beautiful. Still beautiful. Bruno Sacco, genius.
That day I was behind 124 4-door. And then next to it is CLA sedan. Right? My house coming down from the slope. And then there's a speed bump in front. I don't know why, but intuitively I immediately tell my wife, Cass, said, look at how the two cars cross the speed bump. I tell you, the 124 crossed it like boom boom. Done. The CLA sedan was like You see, I do not know what the results would be, but my hunch tells me one is a proper luxury car, one is just with a brand. Wow, huge difference, man. Huge difference. Anyway, so you see all the small little electric wheelchairs.
Yes. That's mobility solutions. So that's why again Akio Toyoda said he wants. Okay, let's get it straight first. Toyota is not going to stop building cars. Okay, you will still get your 86s, you will still get your Camrys, you will still get these Corollas. That's for your wants, to travel daily, your commute and all that.
And it's a symbol of freedom.
And it's a symbol of freedom, you're right. It's like buying a pair of shoes, like you always say. They take you somewhere. Okay?
Take you further.
So, yes, they will still be building cars. I mean, they're not moving out of the car business, but they are going to expand and concentrate more by going back to the past. What do people need? You know, now we have all our faculties. We're okay. But sooner or later in life, our reflexes will start to slow down.
Yes.
You know, our eyesight will start.
And we still want mobility.
And we still want mobility.
Yeah.
We need mobility.
Yeah.
Okay, we are a mobile society.
Yeah.
So they are looking at solutions for that. And even in your own home, there will come a time when, very possibly, I hope not for all my viewers, that you might get arthritis. You can't grab things properly. So they're already creating robotics that will actually help you at home as well. Maybe even just going to the fridge and opening the door and grabbing a drink for you. Things like this can be done. It's not don't think of it as being lazy, okay? And you know, it's not about being lazy, but it's more about sometimes the things we take for granted. The faculties that we have currently, we take it so much for granted. You know, but when it comes to a point where you can't even perform daily routines, it's difficult for you to perform daily routines. This is where Toyota is looking at.
Oh, they are even going into
They are even going into that because they feel that in future, people will need these things. Not want, but they will need these things. So they actually, I don't know if they have a crystal ball at Toyota Motor Corporation where they're looking into the future, but from what I see, the think tanks that they have.
E60 wagon.
Any conversation can be interrupted by a cool car. Okay,
Yes.
anytime. So yeah, they're looking into this crystal ball of theirs, and you know what the coolest thing is though? The people looking into this are young people.
Oh.
It's not old people saying, okay, I need this. No, it's the young people who are thinking, what are their elders gonna need in future? We met some of them. They're like 21, 25. I mean, max age maybe 30. That office is like it's like a Google office. It's so cool. They had toy cars on the walls and stuff like that.
And Japan is like the best place to do R&D for old people. There are so many old people there in Japan. It's an aging society.
It is an aging society. There are articles written about this. The youngsters are too busy to get married and have kids. So the population is getting older and older. So this is what, and just a sidetrack, we're doing 100 kilometers an hour and we're carrying on a normal conversation without even having, hey Bobby, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Amazing, right?
It's super duper quiet.
This car's NVH, this Corolla's NVH is amazing. Really
and I love the ride.
The ride, look at that.
It feels like an air suspension car.
Yes, it feels like an air suspension car.
It feels like an air suspension car.
But where air suspensions take time to adjust, this is immediate.
I really think Akio Toyoda, right, after he took the helm, right? He wanted every single car in Toyota's lineup to be exciting to drive, right?
And nice to drive.
And it shows now, right? All the way from Yaris, Vios, everything.
It really
handles really well.
Akio Toyoda is amazing. When he got on stage at Tokyo Motor Show, everybody was quiet and listening to what he was saying. It was one of the best speeches I've seen at TMS. Really, very, very good, and so heartfelt. You know, you go to other pavilions and they all do. The big boss will always do his opening remarks and all that, right? It feels so cold and like he's reading from a script or he's memorized.
Those are employees. And he's the direct descendant of the founder of Toyota, and
so it's really, really inside him.
That makes it all the more
different.
Man.
So, to be honest, a lot of the international media that were there, they were kind of bitching like, where the fish are all the cars? We are at a Tokyo Motor Show. Where are Toyota's cars? Toyota's cars were far, far away.
But I think that's the point Toyota wants to make. Right? That's the point.
That's the point.
The deeper meaning of being in the business of making cars is to allow people to go where they want to be, be it on roads or at home from upstairs to downstairs, right?
Correct.
All this, right?
Mobility. It's about mobility. So as you know, Toyota is very into the Paralympics as well. Okay. Toyota is a big sponsor of the 2020 Tokyo Olympics and also the Paralympics. So this is where at the Paralympics they're going to showcase a lot of their robotics technology. A lot of it will be a big showcase, so you must stay tuned for that, especially in the track and field events where you will actually see robots running into the field on wheels, of course. not really running like iRobot and Will Smith chasing it, but more like a robot on wheels going to pick up the equipment. Like somebody has thrown a javelin, right?
When is it?
It's next year. It's next year in July, I think. If I'm not mistaken,
That would make Paralympics very, very exciting.
Yeah, so these robots are going to help. And that is also where the APM is going to come in, because some of the Paralympians are in wheelchairs.
Yeah.
So these autonomous APMs are going to go and fetch them from where they are staying, bring them to the track, that kind of thing. So it's going to be a huge showcase of Toyota's technology in terms of future mobility.
I think all these things, right, now that we all know that 5G is coming.
Oh yeah.
Because 5G allows, the biggest thing about 5G is what they call the Internet of Things. That means every single component can now be connected and intercommunicating using low power transmission, and it's low cost and it's high speed. That's what 5G is. So when you're upstairs, you want to grab something, your robot can help you, but your fridge already knows that you are coming for it.
Yes.
You know, all these things can be connected.
Correct. It can all be connected. You know, it sounds a lot like Terminator. Genesis is Skynet. Skynet is Genesis.
And that day I just watched the you know, always have these short clips that people steal off from Top Gear.
Yeah.
So I was showing that clip to Fan, the one where the three boys are trying to destroy the Hilux.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Unkillable.
Those of you who haven't watched it, right?
You must watch it.
Search, you can type in something like the Indestructible Hilux.
Yeah. Or how to kill a Hilux, or trying to kill a Hilux. I think
it's crazy. They run it into a tree, running over a house, drop a caravan on it,
drove it off a cliff.
Yeah, drop it from the building, right?
Yes.
And then
destroyed the building. It was a building being demolished.
Burned the car.
Threw it into the sea.
Threw it into the sea. And the whole challenge, they have a team of mechanics who are not allowed to change parts, but only allowed to look through the rewiring of the wires or retightening of bolts and a can of WD-40.
Yeah.
And the Hilux did not die at all. That tells the mechanicals of the Hilux.
Yeah.
And which generation was the Hilux? That was an older generation.
The last generation of Hilux that can claim this is the SR.
With the whatever body, right?
Double rigid axle.
Now, the double rigid axle is the double rigid axle, right?
Excellent front, excellent back.
The structure of the car.
Yes.
But I think that whole thing that they did, the challenge is to be able to start the car.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And they managed to start the car all the time.
Yep, every single time.
Yeah.
That Hilux that they tried to kill is actually now at the Top Gear studio.
Yeah.
It lives there in the museum, Top Gear Museum Studio.
And
it's a red Hilux, single cab.
So, the first generation Hilux was before that, right? Before the one that they did, right?
Hilux has gone back for many years.
Many years.
The current Hilux, though, is not a direct... It is a direct descendant of that, but it's not the same because they what?
I thought it's a Giulia.
No, it's a Mazda.
A Mazda 3 sedan.
A Mazda 3 sedan.
And look at the paint.
Amazing.
Look at the shimmer of the paint.
In bright sunlight, it's just an amazing color, isn't it?
So, anyone who's trying to tell me that the Corolla is expensive at 136,000, I would just tell them the Mazda 3 is 160.
160.
Oh my god, you look at the paint, look at how it
shimmers beautifully.
Oh my god.
Very nice. Very, very nice. So what were we saying? Yeah,
we're talking about the Hilux.
Yeah. Toyota built the reputation of toughness with that generation of Hilux, the one with the double rigid axle. Okay,
but even until now, you hit everybody who owns a pickup truck.
Yep.
They swear by the Hilux.
Hilux.
Right? It just works.
It's become a lexicon. And any truck, any pickup truck or Hilux.
Yeah,
Hilux.
Oh, that's a Chevrolet Hilux.
Exactly. So
it's like Pampers, right?
Yeah. It's like
Maggie, Pampers,
and
Nescafe.
In certain parts of America, every single soft drink is Coke. You know, whether you want a Sprite or a 7-Up, Coke. It's Coke.
Oh my god.
So yeah, that generation of Hilux, that's where Toyota built its reputation of toughness. The Corolla earlier we were talking about, the SEs and the KEs, that's where they built their reputation of reliability.
Yeah.
So
I find it interesting that there was a video circulating around Facebook.
Yeah.
Some obscure media that it looks like a media, right? But actually it's not a media. Someone created a video anonymously, and then I think it's a paid video or whatever by what? It was comparing a Triton versus a Hilux, you know, and of course the intention of the video was to show everything that the Triton can do better, you know, more, it's faster, blah blah blah, and all that. But then you look at the response of the video, the comments.
Okay.
I tell you, everyone is like, nope, still proud of my Hilux. My Hilux never broke down. My Hilux this, my Hilux that. That's a Hilux in front. You know,
I'm just here for the comments.
everybody, all the owners.
Right.
So it's like overwhelmingly, you see the response, right? It's like, yeah, we know the car is faster. Yes, we know this one has more specs, but I'm still gonna buy a Hilux. I think that kind of dependability, the reputation of dependability, is just crazy. And I spoke about wanting to drive from Malaysia to Europe a few times already, right?
I met you, bro.
At the back of my head, right?
Yeah, Hilux.
Hilux, so what else? Hilux. At first I was like, okay, it must be a Toyota, definitely, to do this journey. Either a Hilux or Prado or Land Cruiser, blah blah and all that. Right? Then I was thinking, that's too easy. I should do it in a V12.
A V12?
I should find a used V12 car.
Okay, let's see what we
to do the journey.
Tell us in the comments what V12 car Bobby should buy for his journey to Europe.
And you know what? Toyota makes a V12.
The Century.
Yes! Then people will say, wow, Bobby did it, the V12! Che, it's a Toyota. Cheating. You're cheating. It's still a Toyota anyway.
One good thing about using a Hilux for your trip, every country you go through, somebody will be able to fix it if anything goes wrong.
Exactly. The world's #1 car maker for don't know how many God knows years now.
Somebody somewhere.
10 million cars a year.
Crazy, right?
10 million.
You try and wrap your head around that kind of figure, it's very, very
10 million is 5 times the size of Mercedes-Benz.
Amazing.
10 million. Yeah.
And now they're going even further. Yes, they're still going to sell 10 million cars or more a year, but they're also going to cater to when you still want to drive, but you can't really drive anymore.
The day GC invited us to do a 5 truck shoot up.
Yeah, I saw that.
Right?
Yeah.
So the Hilux was there, the Triton, the Bridger and all that, right? The funny thing is, after the whole day, right, myself, Gan from Bandar Laju, Hisham, all 3 of us keep looking at the Hilux.
Really?
Yeah. All 3 of us are like, we like this car. Yes, it's slower. Yes. Regardless,
but still.
Yeah. I think it looks really good now.
Yeah.
And then the interior is beautiful.
And it's not a new Hilux, right? It's been around for a while already.
No, it's a new one.
They just facelifted it.
Hey, they just facelifted it.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, this video is too long.
Yeah.
We're on our way up Genting. We continue the video later.
Yes, we will. Talk to you all soon. Bye.
I didn't know you're recording.